welcome to my channel. My name is Lisa, and today we're going to be working on my 365 calendar ephemera. And today I'm making journal cards, and they are going to be cheerful, fun, bright, happy, summery kind of journal cards. Yeah, some fun stuff. So let me pause the video and I'll get stuff set up to start working on the backgrounds. Okay, so today I'm going to play with some watercolor paints and just some plain media paper. I have this from a Walmart book, mixed media kind of papers. It is similar to my small book that I use for my Margaret Miller challenges, mixed media book. It's okay for wet and dry media. But this this is the small one, but this is the bigger one that is 9 by 12. I used these papers for last year's, the 2023 Margaret Miller, and also when I did my ABC book. And what I did is I just ripped out the pages that were not used for either one of those challenges. So I had a whole bunch of these laying around. They do have a kind of fold off where you can fold off and tear it off. I'm just gonna leave it on for now, and then I'll cut it off when I go to make the journal cards. So I do not know how to do watercolors. I just preface it with that. So how I'm doing it is not necessarily the correct way. It's just the Lisa way. So I got myself a cheap set of watercolors. They are by Arteza, I believe it is, right? Yeah, Arteza. Somebody, not extremely cheap. I mean, there's they're okay. I mean, there's probably kids watercolors out there. Dollar Tree has watercolors. This I got at Joann Fabrics, I'm pretty sure. I think Walmart has watercolors. Yeah, so I just got a small set. I do have my small paintbrush, but what I decided to do for this, to do these backgrounds, is to get bigger swatches of stuff. So I found, squeeze a lot of this water out. I found a bunch of sponge brushes that were only 1 inch, and I decided to use those. So we're going to just go ahead and decide a color that I had a lot of in, go with green, that I had a lot of in the pictures that I'm going to do for my 365. So we're just going to take it. I don't want to get it too wet, and I'm just going to do this. Not too difficult. Right? Maybe put a little over here. As the palette dries out a little bit, the color can come a little bit more intense. If there's more water, it's a little less intense. There it goes. I have 2 brushes just to go back and forth. All right, I did notice there was a lot of yellow and blue in mine, so I think I'm going to start with the yellow, just because this brush is not dirty yet. Put it on the yellow and swooshes. I will connect some of the swooshes as I go. Yeah. Okay. Not exactly rocket science. Like I said, not exactly correct, but just kind of the way I'm doing it. I'm bringing out most of the water. For this sponge, I probably could have a separate piece of paper towel somewhere to wipe it off, but I did not think of that. Okay, I noticed a lot of blues in there, so let's try this blue. Blues and greens. So we're just gonna throw the colors. Now, when this is all done and dry, I'm gonna cut them into kind of like doing a master board, where I've cut that down into journal card size, tag size. Oh, that's too many blues close to each other, but I can fix that later. This one, since this was 9 by 12, I did this split in half to do 4.5, and then cut it in half again by 6, 4.5 by 6. So I got 4 journal cards out of 1 sheet. And but you can make them smaller, bigger, and it's kind of like fun, like a master board would be, because you don't know what's going to end up being on a specific card until it's actually cut. All right, I think I need some fun pink. Yeah, let's do pink. That is some bright, fun pink. Getting a little muddy there. Let's get that off. Now, I probably should wait between colors to dry, but you know, what fun is that, I say. And I'm okay with leaving some white behind. Oh, okay, well there's a fun way to add some color. I didn't think it was that wet. Well, that's something new. Yeah, I'm okay with leaving some white spaces because it's, you know, it lends to it. And where's that brush? Oh, come on out. There we go. Just gonna spread that out a little bit. Can add a little bit of fun to it. You never know what's gonna, who knows? All right, so we're gonna just add a little water to this. It's gonna take a while to dry, but I'm just gonna add a little bit of water to it, and we're just gonna have it kind of move a little bit. Just give a little bit of fun. Kind of like using the inks when you do the distress inks, and you get the water on there, and it, you know, pools up or something. Yeah. All right, so I think I'm gonna call this one done. I'm gonna put my paints away, and I'm gonna show you the card that I made and the other 3 that I went through, so I can show you about how they all look different. I made them from one card, and then I have a couple other ones made that I'm gonna cut apart. And then we can, out of those, make choices of which one we're going to use for the actual journal card. So I will be right back. All right, I am back. So it's hard to tell with this journal card because it's finished, but it had the blues and some like oranges on there and a little bit of yellow. That's why I picked it for this one because that was perfect. But here is from that same paper. It has some greens, some pinks, some oranges. This one pink in the center. This one hardly has any blue, but pink and green. So you can see out of these 4 that came from the same page, looks like that one there. Probably couldn't figure out if my life depended on it, but they did go together, I promise you. Oh, those 2 went there. Yeah. I don't know where they went after that, but yeah. So, yeah, it's amazing how you can make one big sheet have 4 different looks for journal cards for it. So, I'll put this one to the side, and let me get the other 2 that I have finished. Waiting for that one I just painted to dry. I don't think it's gonna be dry enough to cut during this video, but we'll see. After I cut these 2, I'll check it. Okay, so I'm going to get my cutter out. All right, so here is the first one, and you can tell this one's completely different. I went with cooler colors, purples and blues, and a light minty green. And you can see sort of the water, how it ran kind of deal. But that, like I said, totally different than that one. Fun though, right? All right, I think I'm gonna cut them the same size. I do like that size for a journal card, and I think these would be fun. I'm holding on to these 2 because those are fun, right? I'm gonna fold them in half though to fit in my bin, my scrap bin. Okay, so like I said, these are 9 by 12. Yep, about 9 by 12. So we're gonna cut it at 6 inches this way. And then which will be so hard to tell on here. I guess that's the half mark right there. Yeah, it's close. Not quite exactly, but close enough. Okay, 4 1/2. All right, so there are those 4. Lots of pinks, purples, greens, beautiful. And then we'll do this one. This one has some more teals and blues and a bit of orange and yellow. They did get a little wrinkly, but as you could tell from the one that I actually ended up gluing stuff on, it's not as wrinkly. I could probably go ahead and add another layer of paper behind it just to give it a little more stability if I wanted to. But they are pretty wrinkly because they are paper that has gotten wet, and it's not exactly watercolor paper, even though it says it can do wet medium. So, okay, cut that off. All right, we'll do the same. 6. And 4 1/2. Okay, there's that. All right, so here's one we painted, or not I want to paint on camera. It's still kind of wet, so I don't think I'm going to cut it. But you can see how that was kind of cool, that mistake that kind of got flown through. But yeah, I think I'm going to hold off cutting that for now. If I can't find a journal card for my pictures out of here and one of these will work, then hopefully at that point it'll be dark enough. But I'm still put this back to the side. I kind of wish I had those when I was doing my retro theme, because there's a lot of teals and pinks in that retro journal. Oh well. Okay. All right, so we got those oranges and teals over here, and lots of pinks and purples and blues over there. Okay, so let's, and then we got this set with the pinks and orange and blues. All right, so the pictures. This has some peachy orange that I like. And this one has a whole bunch of colors. This one's a little more subdued with greens, hint of orange up there, and blues and yellows. Looks like I'm going to use all those. And this one, we're going to use purple with some green. I think I like that one. Or do I like that one? I think I like that one. Yep, okay. I think we found them all. Okay. All right, so I got a bunch of bases made for future, along with those other ones that will make some nice journal cards. And I mean, I could even cut these in half to make smaller tags at some point too. So that's these are nice size to start out with. Okay. Now, so for all of these, I'm going to put these aside. I'm going to round the corners because I like to round the corners. Oops, don't get pulled it over. There we go. Now on the first one I made, I did ink it ever so slightly. I didn't want to really dull the bright color down, but I did want to just finish off the edge a little bit. To me, it just kind of grounds it. It makes it show that that is the end of the card. Between, I don't know, I just like it. I've gone through all of the pictures from the 365 and rounded and edged those already like I normally do. And there we go. So on that first one, I added some of that fun washi tape I have that looks like splooches, because splooches. All right, this one I think deserves an orange and purple one. So I think we're going to cut that one off. So what I'm going to do is we're going to make this first one, and then I'll go ahead and pause the camera so I can decide what stuff is going to go in the other one, so we don't have to spend time with me just hunting and pecking, as they say, looking for stuff. But yeah, I think this is going to be cute there. And I also have my arty stuff, which is always fun to add to it. Probably should pull it out like normal. It's so hard to, there's so many in that pile. Let's see. That could be fun. I think I like that one. Okay. Might only cut it in half though and put half of it on there. Oh, I think I'll do that. Okay. Yeah, I think I'll do half. Save this fun one for another one. Let's cut it in half. Do my best to cut it in half. Okay. All right. Blue book. Yeah, these are fun and happy, don't you think? I like them. Kind of a departure from my black and white journal. If you haven't taken a look at that, should check it out because that is fun too, but definitely a departure from working with that. Okay, so that's going to go. I'm going to put that underneath. And the splooch is going to go on top. Okay. Yeah, put that there. I'm going to move it over enough so we can see that. And then put the splooch. Yep, that'll work. Okay. I'll check to see if I want. I did pull my butterflies out because they're also bright and cheerful. And I'll check to see if one of those could go on here too, but I lost my splooch. I lost my splooch. There it is. Yeah, cute. All right, so the other thing that I did is I was finding some white labels with black words, just to, I have these, just to ground it just a bit. Black always seems to ground stuff ever so slightly, in my opinion. Here we go. I like it. Fun. Okay, so like I said, I'm gonna pause the video for a moment in time. Probably be about, 20 minutes in my time, but it'll be seconds for you. And I'm gonna find the items that I wanna have go with these. All right, I told you I'd be back. Okay, so I went through and I found some of my arty papers that I thought would go well with the picture. I did take like 2 of each. I don't know if I'll use both or one. I found one of the splooches, and I found a butterfly that I thought would go good with it. I also went through and I did the rounded corners and inked all the outsides of those because not very exciting. So, and then as I was moving my glue page, I noticed this. It says, "I work well with others as long as they leave me alone." I thought that was funny. Oh. All right, so let's go ahead and I might use both of these. Wrap that around. That could be fun. Splooch and butterfly. Yep, there we go. Beautiful. I love how when a plan comes together. Okay. So I was thinking about that too. I recently saw a commercial on Channel 2. Actors are like on a couch talking to each other. You might have seen it if you watch any of the regular TV shows. And they had a question which I thought was kind of interesting, and I'd pose it to you. Maybe I get some responses. I'd love to hear. But their question was, what was your best advice you ever heard? So mine, I'll tell you mine, is that don't kill yourself over your job, as they say. Don't, work hard, because, working hard is good. But don't sacrifice your life for your job, because your employer will have your job when you die. Your employer will have your job posted faster than your obituary will be in the newspaper. And I totally believe that's true, because we're all replaceable in our jobs. And you're going to work hard. I worked, if you've been on my channel at all, any length of time, you've heard that I worked for Joann Fabrics. I worked for them for 21 years, I believe, or maybe 22. Started in 88 and I quit in 20, so yeah, about 22 years. And worked up the ranks, started part-time up to management. I loved the job. I worked hard, but it came to a point that I had to quit. Long story, I won't get into it, but the job was posted, the next day. Not that I died, but I was replaceable. So my advice is, do not lose yourself in your job, because you are replaceable at a whim. So that was my advice I heard from somebody, and I always thought that was good advice. So, and the other one is do what you love, and you'll never work another day in your life. And ever since I quit and I opened my Etsy store back in 2020, November 1st of 2020, and started doing this January of last year, which would be 2023, doing my YouTube channel. Both things, doing what I love, and I do never work a day in my life, which is awesome. Even though I do work 7 days a week, there's not a day that I'm not working on either my Etsy store or this or something. But again, I'm not working. So, and I can say not everyone is fortunate enough to be able to do that. I have to admit that I was fortunate enough to be able to do that and figured out something that I could do. So. And put the splooch underneath. I did not have green splooches, so I thought maybe black would be good because there is a lot of darkness in the back here. And I thought that would be a nice accent to it. All right. Okay, I think I'm going to glue that on, and I'm going to to wrap it around. I'm going to glue the whole thing and wrap it around. So yeah, I've been pretty lucky that I was able to quit my job and be able to do something that I love. Very fortunate. So I never take one of those days for granted at all. Yeah, cute. All right, should I put that on top? Yeah, I'll put that on top. So what is some advice you heard that has kind of stuck with you, and words to live by, as they say, and I'd love to hear some good advice from other people. So I'd love to hear it. Leave a comment below. We can share our thoughts and go from there. All right, I'm gonna wrap that around just ever so slightly also. Yeah, cute. Okay, and I've got an orange butterfly. I think I might actually put the orange butterfly on the tag here. I was thinking about putting it up there. But I think I'm going to put them down here. Yeah. Anytime you'd like to fold open. There we go. Usually pretty lucky on these, getting them to open the first fold over. All right, I'm not going to fold poor butterfly's wings across. Let them hang out there. Yeah, that's cute. I'll show them up close at the end. Okay. Now, I'm gonna do this. This reminded me, it kind of almost looked like the berries in there, as I decided. So I think maybe I'll splooch on top. Oop! Wanted to fly away, I guess. I really wanted to put him on top. Her, him, not sure. Very similar butterfly on there, like he's trying to land on there. So I guess I'll do that. It's kind of four corners though. Not a fan. Not a fan. That's a little better. Okay, let's try that. I guess that I was also thinking about that quote about they'll have your, job replaced before you, before your obituary comes out. Is this weekend there was a memorial service for actually a guy I dated when I was dating, before my husband. We were married over 30 years, so it's been a long time. We reconnected on Facebook, maybe 5-6 years ago. He was a good guy. You just sometimes you don't stay with somebody, no big deal, which is good because 6 months later I met my husband and yeah, ended up much better. My life ended up much better than if it would have been with him. But they had his memorial service this weekend. They were showing it on Facebook, but I was thinking about that. He was actually, he did a lot of different jobs, but at the end he was actually managing a, I think it was Yankee Candle plus store, or maybe it was a store that had candles. I don't know if it was that or the other one that has candles. And I don't want to say Bed Bath & Beyond, but there's the other one that has candles and soaps. I can't think of the name. But I was thinking about that because, you know, he died suddenly. He was like 61. So not old, not, you know, sick and gonna, you know. But I was thinking about his, you know, his store that he managed. Like, they get the news that he passed away, and, you know, right after that, they're like, oh, we gotta look for somebody to, you know, take his place. Because as they say, the life goes on. Boy, I hope I'm getting too morbid here. It really wasn't meant to be that way. It was meant to be more positive about, you know, enjoy your life. So, there we go. It is funny how things kind of come around full circle a little bit. So, all right, I thought it was stuck to, there it is. Yeah. I didn't think I'd be a fan of this one because it was a darker print, but I like it. I like it a lot. Cute. Oh, we only have one left. Look at that. Okay. All right, I like that circle because it had the blue and orange, the yellow and orange, like the birds. Maybe I'll put the sploot up top instead of the sploot at the bottom. Put that down there to ground it. This butterfly has yellow and blue wings, which I thought was kind of cute. Okay, we'll figure out where to put him last. Okay, we're gonna put that underneath. Okay, I want some of the blue to show and the yellow, so that should work. Okay, and we're gonna put the sploot up there, and I don't think, bear with me for a moment, I'm gonna have to, I forgot to trim this one. This stuff is cute, I like it. I got it from Temu, but it is not a per se sticker. It is, the whole circle is the washi tape, like this. So you have to pull it off in full, but if you don't, if you just have the square, then you got all that clear around it. So I like to cut it a little, fussy cut it a little closer, so there's not as much outside clear. Okay, now we're gonna put the yellow at the top because it's more yellow. Yeah, that works. And you are gonna go on top, and then we'll figure out if the butterfly needs to go somewhere. It doesn't have to, but it seems like I've been putting it on all of them except that one with the mushrooms, because that one was brighter. I think I like it up and down. Okay. What I haven't found is any more of those white words like I did on the first one. I don't know. I think I need one right there. I don't think I want one there, and I don't think I want one there. So I do want one here too. I got blue. Okay. I like this one because it says something about table. And it'd be like you're getting food on a table. I like that. Okay. And I do kind of like that blue one, but we're gonna go with this one. well, I could do both, right? No one says I can't do both. Yeah, I like that because it's kind of a beige. Cute. Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. Okay, well, I think that's it. So I'm gonna get this clear plastic off and gather up the pictures and show them up close. Oh, I didn't put this butterfly in. I really like that butterfly because he was yellow and blue. But I don't think he's necessary now. Yeah, we'll save him. We'll save him for another day. Okay. All right, let's get these collected. And so don't forget, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. There's quite a bunch of you that subscribed recently, so I'm happy to see. Hopefully a lot of you have decided to come back and check this video out. And if you did, a thumbs up would be awesome. I'd love to get your feedback on the video. As usual, any comments are welcome, as well as the advice you'd like to give, the best advice you ever heard. I'd love to hear your take on that. Okay, so let's take a look at these. Now, this one is so fun. I love this. The mushrooms and the fruits and the bright flowers. Just so fun. Simple, right? And I mean, you could just still see all the pinks, the orange, the greens, the blues. I mean, how can you not be happy looking at that card, right? The one I did off camera, again, so happy. Blues and yellows. I love blue and yellow together. Little hints of green popping out. So sweet. All right, and then the last one we just finished with the blue and yellow birds. Very cute. Little place you could jot something down, right? I love it. And this one with the bird hiding in the leaves. Little butterfly coming to visit him. And this didn't get squished down as well as I thought. There we go. Yeah. I might go back and find a white word just to lighten that up. We'll see. And this one, like I said, I did not think I would like this one, but this one might be one of my favorites too. I like that purple splooch. So it looks like the berries that go with it. That butterfly is just perfect coloring for it. And then the purples and pinks in the background. Got the pink berries and little purples. Beautiful. And then this one, sweet little butterfly eating the berries. The peachish berries. So I got the peaches label, peach and pink with that palette. And then the green with yellow butterfly. Too fun, right? Okay, well, that is going to be it for me today. Again, I hope you enjoyed that video. I hope you had as much fun watching as I had making it. I really enjoyed these, and please try making those watercolor backgrounds. They are so fun and so versatile. Make a stash. It takes a few minutes. So, all right, that's going to be it for me today. As usual, I hope you all have a wonderful and creative day. Bye now.